Hello, so this is my first video of 2017 for this channel, which is slightly scary, I think, because now we're in 2017 and it's gone really quickly. So today I am going to be filming a reading challenge 2017, scary, and a book haul, because I've been out and I bought something, that thing being booked. I bought some books and I just want to show them to you. So, first off, I'm just going to show you my pot videos because I've not shown anyone these yet, and they're my pride and joy. And I got, basically, Sherlock with the violin. Cute. Also, I noticed that you can move his body around, and I didn't know you could do that until I got home. Like, you can make him be an owl if you want, but I don't recommend that. And I've also got Moriarty, but this is so detailed, like it's even got the biting apple and everything. It's just wow. So I basically need John, which I am going to buy in time for my birthday so I can have them all together sitting on the shelf. Sherlock, that episode though, on Sunday. Oh my god, I'm not going to say anything in case of spoilers, but just oh my god. Leading from Sherlock, I bought a Sherlock book. So I got Sherlock the Essential Adventures Volume 1, and so I got this book, and it's Sherlock the Essential Arthur Conan Doyle Adventures Volume 1, and I got this from Asda for £4, and it's basically got the cases in, and it's got, I'll just read you the blurb. In this unique collection, Sherlock co-creators Stephen Moffat, sorry if I said that wrong, and Mark Gatiss have selected and introduced their all-time favourite Sherlock Holmes adventures, providing readers with a curated, probably pronounced wrong as well, masterclass in crime fiction. The first two volumes contains 8 of Arthur Conan Doyle's original stories, beginning with Sherlock's first appearance in A Study in Scarlet, and ending with the classic adventure of the Speckled Band. This potent mix of murder, suspense, cryptic clues, red herrings, and revenge is a perfect introduction to the world of Sherlock Holmes. And I got this because I really like Sherlock, and I just want to read some histories. So that's going to go on my shelf with my young Sherlock collection. I got this, and I could technically read this in school, but like the writing's really small, but not really small, it's like Harry Potter writing small. So it's not that small, but it's still small for someone that can't read small writing. So I will attempt this. I'm definitely going to read this no matter if I get migraines or not. Right, I'm going to do the next, well, the other books all together, because I actually got these from a charity shop or thrift shop, whatever you want to call it, because I'll buy books from charity shops, but I won't buy anything else, and I don't know why. I think I just like buying books. So, first of all, I got the first 3, or the whole collection, of the Lord of the Rings books. I've also got this one, which I don't really know what this is, but I'm guessing I read this before these, judging by the blurb. And then I've also got The Hobbit, which is really irritating me because it's got a different book cover. And it's a different size. Right, if you're a book nerd like me, you'll understand. Like, when you put them on a shelf, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. And it's very interesting and irritating. But I got these for £1 each, so I spent a £5 on these, which is a bargain really. Considering you can buy these for 20 quid if you buy them off someone like Amazon, The Works, eBay. I buy books for eBay too, they're really cheap as well. I buy basically random stuff from different places, but I really want to read these this year because I want to get into reading again, because I don't know what's wrong with me this year. I've just had this thing where I can't really concentrate on reading, that I don't find it as enjoyable, but I've been reading fanfiction for the past couple of days and I've been enjoying it. So I'm guessing that now I'm set to read books like this. Because I was really disappointed, because leading on to my next thing, which is the kind of New Year challenge, I only read 2 books last year, and that's rubbish. It's absolutely rubbish. I've never been so disappointed in myself, because the other books that I read were the Young Sherlock book. I can't even remember the name of it. This is how bad it is. And I didn't even do a jar because it was pathetic. Like, it's fine. But I only read 2 books, which was the Young Sherlock one, which I did a book review about, and I think it was something called like Death Cloud or something. It's the blue one. And I also read The Cursed Child, but that isn't even really a book, and I read that in like 2 hours, so it's just, wow, Ellie. But I did these book jars for the past, not 2 years, but past, not last year, the years before that. I dented it. I think I dented it when I banged into it though. I don't know. No, I didn't. But I did books I have read 2014. If I remember correctly, I read 30 books that year, and books I read 2015, I read 28 books. The point of this challenge is read more books than you did the previous year, which I've obviously done really bad at, because it went from 30, 28 to 2. So I need to fix that this year. I need to read a lot. So if you have any book recommendations, then leave them in the comments, because I'm all open to it. What's also really depressing about me is I've not even read all the Harry Potter books. How can I even call myself a Potterhead to my standard if I've not even read all the books? I've read up to Order of the Phoenix, and Order of the Phoenix I just got bored. And I think you can see why it's like really long, and I don't know whether to read them all again and then just skip Order of the Phoenix. But I have no idea what to do. But basically, to make these jars, you just get any jar. It can be pasta, but basically you get a jar, it can be any size or shape, doesn't matter. Like this one's tall and circular and, or spherical? I think circular, because it's not really a sphere. Square? It's square. It's a square. That's basically what it is. And it doesn't matter. It can be any, and all you have to do is just write books I have read and then the year. You don't even need to write books I've read, you can just write the year. But you can decorate them to however you want. You can even write on the jar if you really wanted to. It doesn't really matter, but I also do an added thing afterwards, and you don't have to do this, and it's where you basically tip them all out, which you can do anyway to count how many you read. And then say I've got this one, this is random, The Lost Hero, 19th of October. So you basically can write out a list with all the months and like put them into different piles once you've unscrolled them all, and just see. You can also do it where, I've not explained that very well, have I? Where you can do like January and then write all the books you read in January, February, same onwards down to December. But you don't have to do, like this is my finishing date, so you don't have to just write 19th of October for finishing, or whatever day it is. You can write the day you start it, so it can be 4th of January till 9th of January. And that could be a good way to do it too, to see how quickly you're reading the books. But it doesn't have to, you can do it however you want. This is just my advice. But I really want to start this again, because I think this, having just a jar, makes you more dedicated. But I noticed during it, because I wrote them all out, I kind of started slacking during like August, September, October, and then I realised during November, and I started to read loads more. And I think you need to kind of read as much as you want. You don't read because you have to, read because you want to. And that's like the best advice you can get, really. It doesn't... I don't know, you could do one for fanfiction as well if you really wanted to. But fanfictions tend to be shorter. But obviously it doesn't matter how small the book is, it can be 20 pages long, it can be 526 pages long. It doesn't matter how big it is or how small it is. So that's my challenge, and if any of you want to do that too, you can. I'm probably going to start my Instagram again, which was Ariana Cantis Granger, if I remember correctly. I don't know, I've got it on my phone. But I'm pretty sure my phone's dead. Yeah, it is. That's how often I use my phone. But I might start that up again, and I might just start posting like what book I'm currently reading and stuff like that if you wanted me to. And I'm obviously going to do book reviews of each of these because I've never actually read Lord of the Rings. I've watched a bit of The Hobbit, but I've never watched till the end. And I know obviously they're not like the books because they never are. Percy Jackson movie's example, Aragon example. I hope you enjoyed my starter of this year video. I don't really know how this is going to go. I'm going away in April for my birthday to España, and I might vlog it. I've vlogged it on my other channel, which will be linked in the description, but I don't know whether to do it on this one because we'll probably be having more fun than last time because it was a bit rushed last time because we weren't really doing anything and it was way too hot and I can't concentrate when it's hot. But that is it for this video. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new because that will get me motivated to upload more videos for you guys. You can leave any suggestions that you want to see. It can be to do with like reacting to fanfiction, reacting to a book, reacting to a movie. It can be where you guys send me fanfiction and I need to react to it live than reading it. I could always do a live show for you guys if you want, where we can just chat and talk about fandoms and books and boys from fandoms.